Ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news about Jaylen Brown, and it is not exactly looking good for the Boston Celtics. Of course, before I get into the video, if you guys could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on post notifications. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, and your subscription would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, about an hour ago, it's been reported that Jaylen Brown has officially contracted the virus. For YouTube demonetization reasons, I'm just gonna say the virus. I think you guys know what I'm talking about though. Anyways, in an article wrote by CBS Sports, they said the following: the Boston Celtics have announced on Friday that all-star guard Jaylen Brown has tested positive for the virus. Brown is currently I can't say the word, but has entered quarantine in accordance with the league's health and safety protocols. Now the good news about this is that Jaylen Brown is asymptomatic. Yes, I figured out how to say the word, which means that he doesn't have any symptoms, so he's not like completely sick as of right now, and like he's in perfect condition, but he still technically has the virus. I won't lie, I was looking to see if he was like vaccinated or anything, but there's no report coming out that he was vaccinated or wasn't vaccinated. He did talk about during media day, basically saying like everyone has their own opinion. I have my thoughts and I'm not going to share them. Now as of right now, I haven't heard a whole lot about the situation. Like we don't know if like any of the other players have tested positive. There's probably a bunch of testing going on, and we're going to find out within these next couple hours, which is why I waited a little bit to make this video, just to see if something happened during that point. Also, let's keep in mind that the NBA preseason is going on, and I'm not actually sure who Boston played against in their last matchup. I can't remember, but there's a chance that some of those players may have had it. And I think what's scary about this is, and like I said, even if you are vaccinated or if you're not vaccinated, there's still a chance that you can give, this virus to other people. So this just being to Jaylen Brown could happen to like Jayson Tatum. Let's say they played against like the Phoenix Suns, for example. Okay, well, Chris Paul could have gotten it, Jay Crowder could have gotten it, DeAndre Ayton. Like you could have gave it to other people on the other team and your own team, and even people like in the arena or fans and stuff. Now as of right now, Jaylen Brown is the only case so far that is going on, and it has been an hour, so I would like to think that no one else does have it, or it's not as big of a deal as we're hoping. All we're just seeing is that it's Jaylen Brown right now. And I mean, yes, the NBA season, not the actual season, but like preseason, technically did start less than a week ago, but it does make you think that is this going to be a constant problem going on during the NBA? And if it is, are they going to do something like the bubble again? I don't want the bubble to happen again, especially with the vaccination stuff going on right now. I feel like this would help prevent it to an extent, but I mean, at this point, you honestly never know. Now, a lot of people are saying that because Jaylen Brown would not like comment on vaccination stuff, and he wouldn't say like, oh, I have it or not. A lot of people are coming to speculation that, oh, maybe he's not vaccinated just for that reason. I don't know if he is or not. I'm looking at everything I can. I'm looking at sources. I'm talking to people. I don't think that we're ever gonna get an answer unless he like does an interview after it, but I'm hoping that it's not this big of a deal. I'm just seriously hoping he has it, kind of like Donovan Mitchell, at that point, how he was perfectly healthy and stuff like that. Obviously when he got it though, like that virus stuff was kind of at its peak at that point, and a lot of people were very scared, but I think Jaylen Brown will be okay. And with this information, obviously we know that Jaylen Brown will have to quarantine for 10 days, so he will be missing the game versus the Toronto Raptors, which is tomorrow, which I mean, I don't think anyone else was shocked by. Now, something that I just found out is that Jaylen Brown is a part of the NBPA, which is the NBA Players Association. Basically, they like work with the NBA and stuff like that, and they've been like kind of the people that I've been like recommending to not only NBA players, but people obviously that, you should get vaccinated and all this and that. So I would like to think that if Jaylen Brown is at the top of that, and he's like people that are preaching this, I would like to think he is vaccinated. So in my personal opinion, I think he's vaccinated, but honestly, you never know. Now the good news is that it looks like unless something bad happens, that Jaylen Brown will not be missing the first game against, I believe, the Knicks in their first regular season game. That should be October 20th, because the NBA, like the official NBA season, does start October 19th. So it looks like that Jaylen Brown will just be quarantined until basically almost the beginning of the season. Now that is it for this like part of the video about Jaylen Brown. I just want to talk about this real quick. I do have some other NBA news that I do want to discuss, so let's get into that. So in news about Kyrie Irving, I made a video about him a couple of days ago, basically discussing his vaccine stuff, whatever, but there was a tweet that Shams put out saying the following: that New York City has determined the Brooklyn Nets practice facility, HSS Training Center, is a private office building, clearing Nets all-star Kyrie Irving to practice at home, City Hall officials tell The Athletic at Stadium. Now listen, I mean, I don't even know what to think about this at this point. A lot of people are saying that the government is basically like bending over for him because he's a Nets player and that this shouldn't be allowed. At the end of the day, they are kind of right to a point. I mean, it technically can be considered a private office building and it technically is the Brooklyn Nets facility, but I mean, I don't know if I fully agree with it. I mean, at the end of the day, it really won't matter if Kyrie Irving can't even play to begin with because obviously he's not vaccinated and he really only will be able to play at home games unless there's a lot more things coming out that maybe like there will be more rules in other states, so it'll be limited where he can play. As of right now, it looks like that Kyrie Irving will be missing around almost 50 games if, you know, depending, because they play teams like the Warriors and other teams in the San Francisco area. So I mean, dude, just get vaccinated. I mean, like, there's really no point for you to only play 30 games when you're fully healthy and you're not injured or anything. It just makes no sense for you not to play. There have been some rumors going on that he might retire if he does get traded from the Nets or if he's being forced to get vaccinated, which I don't think will happen. I give it about 10 to 20 games. If he is serious about this, then I think he'll get vaccinated between those 10 to 20 game mark. If he does not get vaccinated by then yeah, I don't even know what to say. All of his teammates and stuff like that have came out and basically said like they're not fazed by it. They know he'll make the right decision at the end of the day, which I mean, I hope they're right and I hope that this isn't getting dragged on for too long, but I mean, I don't know with Kyrie. Sometimes he's an interesting guy. And for the last bit of breaking news, the Ben Simmons saga is still kind of going on to an extent, and I do have a trade that just got declined recently. So the trade that the Philadelphia 76ers did basically ask the Portland Trail Blazers was, yes, it's the Portland Trail Blazers, for 3 first-round picks, and they would be sending CJ McCollum in exchange for Ben Simmons. Yeah, I think you guys can tell why that got rejected quickly. There's a trade rumor going on that the Pacers could give up like Karis LeVert and Malcolm Brogdon and throw in a first rounder for Ben Simmons. I don't know how true that is. I think it's very possible, but you never know. I would like to remind you guys that the Pacers did offer Malcolm Brogdon, I believe it was the 13th overall pick at the time, like whatever pick the Pacers had in the first round, for Ben Simmons originally when this was all starting. So the fact that they want him and like I believe Karis LeVert as well is just a little wild to me. I think they're starting to understand, well, like, okay, what the actual value of Ben Simmons is, which is pretty low at the time. Now, nothing has came out saying that, oh, the Pacers are gonna accept it or the Pacers will decline this. I mean, I think it's a smart trade for both sides, but at the end of the day, I'm not the Pacers, I'm not the 76ers, so I can't really comment on this. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for the news today. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on post notifications. The NBA season is right around the corner and I'm excited for it, y'all. If you guys do want to see more content from me, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Take care. Peace. If you have made it to the end of the video, here are 2 videos on the screen that I think you guys will really enjoy. Anyways, cue the outro. If you have made it to the end of the video, here are 2 videos on the screen that I think you guys will really enjoy. Anyways, cue the outro.